para mabigay ko na po yung link. Diyan po tayo. Hello everyone! Hello Ma'am Catherine Manigo.
So, sir.
Kamusta ka naman?
Mamaya pa pa-share screen ako ha.
Naka-live na po tayo mga ma'am and sir.
A pleasant afternoon to each and everyone, most especially to our dear Patimanians. I hope that all of you are doing great despite this situation we've been through. Know that we, your teachers, your second parents, are always here for you no matter what. So, to formally start our orientation, let's have our opening prayer to be followed by the singing of Philippine National Anthem, Valenzuela Hymn, and Olfo Hymn.
Our Lady of Fatima, we come on bended knee to beg your intercession for peace and unity. Dear Mary, won't you show us the right and shining ways? We pledge our love and offer you a rosary each day.
onwards we march united, in search for what is true. Guided by Our Lady of Fatima, obstacles we push aside, hardships we overcome, but feet can carry us only so much. And so 'twill have to be our mind that'll carry us to the far horizon, when earth can meet with the sky and our spirit can reach for the stars.
We bring them
Again, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Our Lady of Fatima University Basic Education Department, I would like to welcome you all to our two-day webinar and orientation. We hope that you will find this webinar and orientation to be fruitful and engaging one. Before we officially start our today's webinar and orientation, I think all of you need to be energized. So without further ado, let's call on the energetic MAPI teacher of our department to do an icebreaker for us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Narinig po ako? So, good afternoon again. Before we proceed in our session for this day, let's have some energizer, my dear students. Don't worry, hindi po tayo sasayaw today. Baka inisip nyo, sasayaw tayo. So, hindi po. So, i-warm up lang po natin yung brain natin para pag nag-proceed tayo, gising na po yung mga brains natin. So, I think we can start. So, if you are using Instagram, baka familiar na kayo sa game natin. So, the title of the game is Guess the Gibberish. So, allow me to share my screen. Pwede po ba? Nakikita po. Nakikita po yung screen ko.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, again, ulitin ko lang po, kung gumagamit po kayo ng Instagram, siguro familiar na kayo kasi isa po siya sa filter ng Instagram. So, the title of the game again is Guess the Gibberish. So, for the mechanics, the game shows a word or phrase that makes no sense at all. And you will need to read it constantly to guess the right phrase or word before the time goes off. Then, if you want to guess, my dear student, please say your name loud and clear. For the host po, pwedeng paki-unmute muna sila mamaya after my mechanics para po makapag-participate po sila. Thank you. So, for the third mechanics, wait for the game master or me to acknowledge you before you can answer. And lastly, you should be able to answer within 5 seconds of it. So, para po mas maintindihan nyo, I will give example first before we proceed to the game talaga. Okay, so let's try. Everyone, you can unmute your microphone if you want to guess yung word po na hinahanap natin, ha? Just say, please, don't forget to say your name. Okay, for example, pag alam niyo po yung word, say cat. Then, unmute your microphone, then say your answer. Okay? So, let's have an example first. This is the first word. Quack. Say your name first.
Quarantine.
Please say your name. Please say
Quarantine.
Mika, ma'am.
Army.
Soto.
Yes, Micaela, you can answer.
Quarantine po.
Okay, quarantine. So, I think naintindihan niyo na yung game. So, punta na po tayo sa next word. Okay? Pakilakasan lang po yung boses, ha? Next word. Ako, baka double meaning to sa inyo.
Soto.
Soto. Yes, Soto. Answer.
Ma'am, si Rubio po yun.
Okay.
Liner po.
Sabi sa'yo, double meaning.
Mervin.
Ervin, okay.
Frontliners.
Mervin, yes. So, your answer is? Hindi po siya panty-liner.
Ako pa. Sino pa?
Mervin.
Ah,
What is this word?
frontliners.
Yes, very good.
Oh,
Frontliner. Okay? So, let's proceed. Ito, ano na siya? Phrase. Okay? Again, please say your name po loud and clear. Next phrase is me bears grief up.
Dana.
Dana, yes, Dana. What's your answer? Me bear grief up. 5, 4, 3,
Mika, ma'am.
Who?
Balones.
Here.
Ma'am, sinabi ko na, ma'am.
De Guzman.
Kailan po, ma'am?
De Guzman.
De Guzman. Narinig ko
Never
ba?
give up.
Okay, very good. It's never give up. So for the next, okay,
Weak kindness.
Magic.
Weak kindness.
Charmel.
Carmel, yes,
Weak
Carmel.
kindness.
We can do this.
Okay, very good. We can do this. Okay, next word po tayo. Next, ang gagaling ng high school tsaka Ellen, ha? So next word. Heel, cock, each arm. Heel, cock, each arm. Anyone?
Ma'am, 5.
Sino, Aryan?
A lucky charm, ma'am.
Very good, Aryan. A lucky charm or a lucky charm. So next word. Yes, pass, did, go.
Oprah.
Adrian Cadorna.
Mamika, ma'am.
Oprah. Yes, Oprah. What's your answer? Oprah. 5, 4.
Despacito.
Very good. It's Despacito. And for the last word na po this is fear of missing out.
Ma'am.
Cantillon po, ma'am.
De
Cantillon.
Guzman.
Ani.
Fear of missing out.
Very good. So, fear of missing out. So, that's all for today. Thank you very much sa nag-participate. Thank you. Ma'am Abby, okay na po ako.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Kat, for that energizer. So, to formally begin our today's webinar and orientation, let me remind you of some matters. Your active participation is important all throughout the session. Right now, as you can see, everyone is on mute to avoid background noises that may distract you from listening to the orientation. And I am 101% sure that this orientation is going to be a great 2 hours of interaction and learning for all of us. Moving right along, it is my pleasure to introduce to you one of our speakers, the Alphabet Language Coordinator, Mrs. Mary Ann T. Mariano.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Abigail Torres. Can you hear me well? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, before I start, okay, so for today, course, the first part of our seminar for today, we will have a reorientation. Okay, so when we say reorientation, I will just give you a quick discussion with the policies, rules that we have to follow and consider all throughout the school year. So we're done with the first quarter. Now we are now dealing with the second quarter and 2 more quarters, diba? More after this quarter. So again, I am Mrs. Mariano, your language coordinator, also one of the faculty members of the Basic Education Department. Okay, so for today, earlier we had our community update, right? So nagkaroon tayo ng short talk together with our classmates, together with our advisor, wherein each of you, okay, were given an opportunity to share, okay, ng ano ba yung naging update tungkol sa buhay mo? Ano ba yung mga nangyayari sa'yo, okay, in our previous weeks po, nung mga calamities na dumaan, even during pandemic, kamusta ka na ba? So that's the main question, okay, we answered earlier. So I have here 4. Okay, so first question is, how are you? Right? Second, how are you affected by the calamities? Third, what did you feel seeing calamities happened? Then last, what are your realizations? Ano ba yung mga bagay na natutunan mo? Okay? So for today, So, for today, before we proceed with our discussion with the rules and regulations, with the policies that we have, meron lang ako isang activity. I want you to open your camera. Ayan, tignan natin ang bawat isa. Ayan, so yung iba, naka-open yung camera. How about the others? Can you please open your camera? Even the teachers, ha? If you can, please do so. Okay? So my first, the first thing that I want to ask is this. So lahat ng instructions na makikita nyo, gagawin nyo lang. Okay po? Then all you have to do is to answer, of course, on your own. Actually, I asked my grade 6 resilience earlier to do this activity. But I wanted to share with you. Okay, so let's start first with this. First, I want you to raise both of your hands. So itaas natin yung kamay natin. Siguro mga level lang siguro ng ulo natin. Yan. Head level lang po natin. So taas natin yung kamay natin. After raising our hands, I want you to take a look at your hands. Tignan niyo yung mga kamay ninyo. Of course, dalawa lang naman ang kamay natin, no? The question is, do you still have complete fingers? Sampu pa rin ba? Oo, sampu pa rin ba ang mga daliring nakikita mo sa kamay mo? Let's see the second one. I want you to look at your feet. Oops! Do not show it to the camera. Okay, tignan nyo lang po yung mga paa ninyo. Huwag nyo ipakita sa camera. Okay, ang tanong is, still there? Nandyan pa rin ba yung mga paa ninyo? Nakakabit pa ba yung mga paa nyo sa hita ninyo? Oo, hita agad. Diba? Then the question is, you still have complete fingers? Kompleto pa ba yung mga daliri na nakikita mo sa paa mo? Then the other one is, using your hands. Gamit ang mga kamay mo, I want you to hold your face. Hawakan mo yung kamay, hawakan mo yung mukha mo. Then fill the parts of your face using your palm. Okay? Gamit yung palad mo. Can you still feel your eyes? Nararamdaman mo ba na ang mata mo ay bumubukas at patuloy na kayang isara at ibukas? How about your nose? Still pointed? How about your lips? Nandyan pa rin ba? How about your brow? Ito. May buhok pa po ba? How about your ears? Nandyan pa din ba? Diba? Last is, I want you to click the participants in our Zoom platform. Diba nakiklik natin yung participants dyan? Now, take a look at the names of people who actually joined our seminar for today. Tignan mo yung mga pangalan. Nakikita mo ba yung pangalan ng kaibigan mo? Can you still see the names of your classmates? How about your teachers? How about your favorite person? Okay, na nag-aaral sa Fatima. Can you still see them? Actually, their names. So participants, if your answer is yes, I want to congratulate you. Congratulations. Why? Bakit ko kayo kino-congratulate? It's because you are still existing. Diba? You are still okay. You are still feeling better despite of all the challenges, despite of all the calamities, diba? Despite of all the struggles that we had during the past days, weeks, months, or even when the 2020 comes in. Agree? Diba? Kasi okay ka pa. It means you still have a chance to change. Diba? To create a better version of yourself. Ibig sabihin, kahit dumaan si Typhoon Ulysses, even we are now under pandemic, diba? Kaya mong magsalita. Kaya mong humawak ng gadget mo. You can still watch videos from the YouTube, from the Facebook. You can still see all the pictures of your favorite artists, favorite singers, and everything. Ibig sabihin lahat na gagawa mo pa. It means you still have a chance. I just want to share these quotes not literally quotes, I just want to share what Dr. David Jeremiah said. Okay, so sabi dito, no matter what our circumstances, we can find a reason to be thankful. Diba? Ibig sabihin, you just have to look in the positive side of your life. You just have to look for the light. Despite na sobrang dilim nung nakikita mo. Despite the situations that you are currently having right now. We have to look for the good things. We have to look for the positive of life. And that will be the reason, okay, para magpasalamat tayo. Okay? So, this time, let's now go with the topics na dapat nating may discuss for today. So, actually, I was given a task to give you a quick discussion regarding with the following topics. So, number one, the schedule, which is the synchronous and asynchronous sessions that we have. Next is the online netiquette. Next, we have the class rules and policy. The K-12 grading system. So I just want to refresh your mind, no? What is the grading system that we are following? Okay, for this school year, the examinations, the policies that we have, okay, during the examinations, how to communicate with your teachers, and last is the parent supervision, the role of our parents during online class. Let's start first with the schedule. Okay, so I have here this one. So online education has grown in popularity, tama? So we have two different options, okay, a schedule-friendly options, and these formats can be grouped broadly into two categories. So we have the synchronous, and the other one is the asynchronous. So I have here the definitions of each. Pero i-highlight ko na lang po itong mga words to explain to you what do we mean by the word synchronous. So number one, when you say asynchronous, that is an online or distance education. So this means that you and your classmate or even your teacher can actually interact in a specific virtual place at a set time. Diba? We have our synchronous schedule. Diba? 3 subjects or 3 synchronous each day and 2 asynchronous subjects. Tama? So in these courses, instructions commonly take attendance, ayan, same as they would in a regular classroom setup. So parehas lang. Kahit sa regular setup, we do the attendance, we have the attendance. Also, in synchronous, meron din tayong attendance. So the common methods of synchronous online learning includes video conferencing, the teleconferencing, the live chatting, the live stream lectures and discussion that must be viewed in real time. Okay, and that is synchronous session. So what is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous? When we say asynchronous, it does not require a real-time interaction. Instead, diba, the content, the activities, the tasks, the worksheets is available online for students. So to access when it best suits their schedules, and assignments are completed to deadlines. So for this one, you are actually given 2 hours to finish all of your tasks for asynchronous subjects. Tama? So for the elementary, okay, most of them, for the grades 4 to 6, we have the 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock for the asynchronous time. But for the high school or the junior high school, we have the 3:30 to 5:30 asynchronous time. Okay, so for this one, all of the methods actually we can use for asynchronous. That includes self-guide lesson modules, the pre-recorded video content, the virtual libraries provided by the university, the lecture notes, and online discussion boards that can be found in our learning management system, which is Canvas. Also, during the asynchronous, pwede po natin gawin yung mga assignments natin. Example, this is the 2-hour asynchronous time. And you're done with the task for asynchronous. Example, 30 minutes natapos ka na, an hour tapos ka na, and you still have 1 hour left, okay, before synchronous session begins. Okay, bago magsimula. So yung 1 hour mo, you can actually use that to finish all of your projects, all of your assignments. Okay, so yun po yung binigay na oras ng department to do all of your tasks. So it can be done online, it can also be done offline. Okay? So next is, I summarized actually, when it comes to schedule, I summarized the subjects. Ano yung mga subjects na merong 2 days na session per week, and how many days naman po ang meron for asynchronous. So let's start first with the 2-day sessions per week. So I have here the English subject, the science, the mathematics, the Filipino, and the mother tongue. And we only have 1-day session for each week para sa Araling Panlipunan, each component of the MAPE subject, the values education, ELE for high school, HELA for elementary, computer, and elective. Okay, so most of our subjects, or all of our subjects, meron lang po tayong 1-day session per week para sa asynchronous. Ulitin ko, for synchronous, this is an online discussion. Diba? But when we say asynchronous, this is our time, number 1, to have an advanced review, advanced reading, to fulfill or finish all of your tasks, assignments, or even performance task. Okay, so for the synchronous, we only have 1 hour per session for the junior high school. And for the elementary, we have 50 minutes per session. Same with our regular session, a regular class. Diba? Ganun din naman ang ating class program. Now, for synchronous discussion of all the topics of our teacher, discussion of all the lecture and lessons. For asynchronous, this is 1 hour, okay, per session, and 2 hours each day po for 2 subjects. So activities can be done online or offline. It depends upon the instruction of your subject teacher. Okay po? Now let's proceed with the second item, which is the policies on digital behavior. Okay? So for this one, ayan, I have here the policy, or this picture actually provided by the university. So I want to highlight all the policies on digital behavior. We have different Republic Acts. Cybercrime Prevention Act. Second is the Intellectual Property Code. Next is we have the Data Privacy Act. Okay? Now let me explain to you all of those things using the picture provided in my presentation. Okay, so let's start first with this one. I have here the Intellectual Property Code. So, of course, we still need to give importance to the behavior of you, of course, our students during synchronous or even asynchronous sessions. So, napakalaking part ng ating online class, yung term o tinatawag nating behavior. Okay, so number 1, we have the Intellectual Property Code. So, this is an act to provide for the registration and protection of trademarks, trade names, service marks, defining unfair competition and false marking, okay, providing remedies against the same and for other purposes. Trying to get something, owning something that is not yours. Diba? Second, we have the cyber crime. For actually, if you will take a look at the word, I have here the word crime. So medyo negative, di ba, in some way, because this is a criminal activity that either targets or uses a computer network, or even a networked device. So may mga different examples tayo ng mga cyber crimes. Example, email and internet, identity fraud. Ibig sabihin, where personal information is stolen and used nang walang paalam. Diba? Lastly is the Data Privacy Act. So for the Data Privacy Act, this is an act actually protecting personal information. Okay, that's why we as your teachers, we advise you, okay, when it comes to your social media accounts, we advise you na do not put or include all of the important informations about you. Di ba, mapapansin nyo, may mga Facebook accounts na ang nakalagay na pangalan sa kanila, it's either their nickname and their surname. Tama? Some other people naman, ang ginagawa nila, they are just putting their nicknames. Hindi nila minimension yung buong pangalan nila. Pwede rin naman ganun. Diba? At the same time, yung iba, hindi sila naglalagay, example, ng birthday, hindi sila naglalagay ng mga personal information like the contact number, the email addresses na meron sila. Why? Because we have to protect, okay, our information. Bakit? Kasi nagagamit na siya in different purposes. Okay, so marami ng cases, not just here in the Philippines, but all over the world, okay, ang may problema when it comes to this matter. So if I were you, as much as possible, take care of your information. Okay, pwede naman natin i-only me, diba? I-edit natin yung settings, i-only me natin yung mga information na hindi na dapat malaman ng ibang tao. Okay? So next is, we have this picture. Okay, so let me read to you the dialogue of the student. Okay, he's actually presenting the paper with an F mark, which means failed. So hindi siya nakapasa, bumagsak siya on a certain activity. Sabi niya sa teacher niya, what do you mean of all my facts are wrong? Diba? I copied everything straight off the internet. So nagagalit siya sa teacher niya. Bakit? Kasi lahat naman ng information na nilagay niya as part of his answers ay galing sa Google. Safe naman po yung website na pinagkuhanan ko. Okay, so ibig sabihin maraming reviews na maganda, marami yung feedbacks na maganda doon sa information, doon sa website na pinagkuhanan ko. Pero bakit ako bumagsak? Why? Because this is a plagiarism act. And plagiarism is a big no-no. Okay, most especially for us or for you as students, ito yung isang bagay na dapat nating iwasan. Okay, number one, if you copied a certain information, not just on the internet, even in the textbook, o kahit sa anong literary outputs or even on online, diba, na-publish din ng mga writers or anyone, kapag kumuha ka ng isang bagay without acknowledging the sources or the one kung sino yung sumulat or gumawa nun, that's plagiarism. Actually, it's a broad topic. Diba? Maraming paraan before ka kasuhan sa act ng plagiarism. Okay, so ito po yung big no-no natin when it comes to examination and submitting an output to your teacher. Bakit? Kasi we have a lot of what they call this one, an application na ginagamit namin para malaman namin kung copy-paste po ba yung pagkakagawa ninyo ng output ninyo. Okay? At the same time, it's easy. Napakadali na lang ngayon malaman. Kasi once you copy the content of your answers, or kahit hindi yung content yung pinaka-head lang niya, o isang sentence from your answers, then I will just paste it in the Google, lalabas na yung mga articles, okay? Kung kinuha mo man siya somewhere, lalabas na yung mga articles, okay? Nang merong exact words like that. Diba? So as much as possible, make sure na kung ano yung ipapasa nyo kay teacher ay sarili nyong gawa. Okay? So aside from that, ito po yung sinasabi ko earlier when it comes to Data Privacy Act. Why? Because it's easy po, napakadali para sa mga tao, okay, na walang ginawang mabuti, kundi to commit crimes or anything. Kasi napakadaling makuha ng pangalan nyo. Una, name ninyo. What if nag-include kayo ng personal number ninyo sa inyong Facebook or even your Twitter account? Diba may mga description doon after your profile picture? May mga description doon ng mga informations about you. So as much as possible, secure, okay, your information. Do not brag it to people. Wag mo nang ipakita pa sa ibang tao. Kasi first thing and foremost, it's your own information. Okay? Next is, we have this picture. Sabi dito ng lalaki, when we get home, remind me to update my privacy settings. Di ba? Pero take a look at the title and the banner. Anong sabi dito? Google presents, this is your life. Okay, anong ibig sabihin yan? Actually, once you type your name in the search tab sa Google, you will see there kung nakapublic po yung mga pangalan ninyo sa mga social media accounts ninyo. So you will see there your picture. Ibig sabihin, napakadaling hanapin. Di ba? Napakadaling hanapin. So, again, my advice to everyone is as much as possible, secure your personal information. Okay, so after that one, we have the item about student profile. So for the student profile, okay, so each of you, all of the students at Fatima receive their official OLFU Jesuit credentials or account. Diba? You can use your Fatima account whenever na maglo-log in kayo in your Gmail or even in your Canvas courses. So, kailangan nyo munang mag-sign in using your Fatima. Actually, if you receive your Fatima account, it means you receive a gift from the university. Bakit? Kasi once you have the OLF Jesuit account, it means you have the unlimited access in all the applications that we have in the G Suite. Okay? So second, I have here the second rule that we have to follow. Okay? So students will use their complete and registered names just like this one. I have here a sample name, Mary Catherine C. Manibo. So as much as possible, you have to include first your first name, your middle initial, and your last name. School purposes. Okay, kung bakit kailangan ibigay ninyo or ilagay ninyo yung complete name ninyo sa profile ninyo sa Canvas or even in your G Suite. Next, students should upload their most recent photo. Okay, so actually, most of the students naman, pag nakikita namin, pag nagsasend kami ng mga emails, we can actually see your picture. Then, I want to thank those students. Why? Because they are following the instruction provided sa orientation pa lang natin before. Okay, sa mga hindi pa po nagpapalit, okay, it's your time, okay, to change the picture and upload your most recent photo. Take a look at my slide. It's a big no-no. Bakit? Kasi example, you're a 12-year-old student. But then again, yung picture na naka-upload sa'yo ay panahon na nagningitin ka pa lang. Di ba? It's a big no-no. Bakit? We cannot actually identify you. Hindi ka namin makikilala if you will do that. Di ba? Kung sa Facebook account mo nga, sa Instagram account, or even your Twitter account, you have the updated profile picture. Why not in your G Suite and Canvas? Okay? Next, misinterpretation. Ito, swapping of identities. So, example, ang ginawa mo, you use the picture of your classmate, you change your name, ayan. Then, pumasok ka sa Google Meet. Okay? It's very wrong. Bakit? Actually, it's easy for the teachers to figure out. Bakit? Kasi gumagamit kayo ng mga G Suite account nyo bago kayo makapasok sa Gmeet, right? You cannot enter, okay, a specific Gmeet link if you will use a non-Fatima email. Okay, yung hindi Fatima email, hindi po nakapasok. Okay, so the next item has something to do with the student ethics. Okay, so for the student ethics, number 1 is the on-promptness. Gaano ka kaaga when it comes to your attendance. Diba? So for any online class, students must log in at least 5 minutes before the designated start of the session. Diba? As much as possible, if the scheduled time is 11 o'clock, you have to be there at 10:55 in the morning. So, dapat maaga na doon ka pa lang. Dapat ikaw yung naghihintay as much as possible with your classmates, with your teacher. Since si teacher ay may mga multiple preparations, multiple grade level na tinuturuan, so makakapasok sila sa eksaktong oras ng scheduled class. Okay? Second is, for the online etiquette, we have the on-video feeds and attire. If you will take a look at the pictures I included in my presentation, first I have the basketball attire. Do you think it's suitable? Do you think it's appropriate to wear this one during an online class? Of course, no. How about this one? Siguro kung sa tingin mo, it's comfortable for you to wear that one, that suit with a red necktie during the online class, why not? Pero sa tingin nyo ba ay magiging komportable kayo during the 3-hour synchronous sessions? So you have to think twice before you wear it. Diba? Third, I have here a long dress with a long jacket or sweater. Okay lang naman, siguro wala namang problema as long as, sabi ko nga kanina, comfortable para sa'yo na suotin. Then lastly is the sleeveless sandal or even blouses, spaghetti straps, ayan, yung mga distressed shirts. Those are not acceptable during the online school or online class. As much as possible, number 1, if you can wear your uniform, why not? Okay, that's great. If you will wear something comfortable, pero of course may sleeve, maayos, okay, decent tignan, you can actually wear that during our online discussion. So next is we have the on microphones. So when we say on microphones, when the teacher asks you to unmute your mic, it doesn't mean you have to shout. It doesn't mean that this is your time to shine. No. Diba? Pag pinag-on ka ng microphone ni teacher, it means this is your opportunity, number 1, to answer. Second, if you want to ask question. Okay? Why? We have to prevent all the background noise, okay, na pwedeng marinig ng mga classmates natin, okay, during the session. Next is we have the on speaking. So, of course, before you unmute your mic, you can actually raise your hand. Okay, for the video conferencing po, for the online session, you can actually raise your hand or you can just click the raise a hand button or icon in your platform. So, pwede natin gamitin yon. Okay? If you want to ask question, if you want to recite, or you can actually chat. Diba? Type in your answer, okay, in the chat box so that the teacher can actually call your name, and that's the time you can unmute your microphone. So we have to follow certain process, okay, during online or even offline activities or sessions. Next is the on-screen sharing. So for this one, if you will have a reporting, okay, activity or performance in a specific subject, as much as possible, if you will ask your teacher kung pwede kayong mag-share screen ng presentation nyo, make sure na all of the tabs or walang nakikitang kahit anong unnecessary in your laptop or your device. Diba? So, kailangan ang naka-open lang dyan is the presentation that you want to present to your classmates and to your teachers. Okay, then last, we have the on chats. So, any concern, feel free, okay, to use the chat box on the Gmeet, even here in our Zoom, if you want to ask question, if you want to clarify some points, or if you want to add a suggestion. Okay. Next is we have the class rules. So when it comes to class rule, of course, your advisor, diba, advise you or implemented a specific rule in your section that you have or that you need to follow. Diba, may kanya-kanya tayong rules bawat section. But of course, meron din tayong tinatawag na broad rules and regulations that kailangan nating sundin. Okay, number 1, when it comes to our attendance, I categorize it into 3, okay, items: tardiness, absences, and even promptness. So for this one, for the tardiness, the example, late ka for more than 20 minutes or half of the class hour na late ka. So if I were you, you have to send a direct message to your teacher, tell them why, bakit ka na late, so that they are informed and they know exactly your situation. Para alam nila kung ano yung dahilan at naiintindihan nila kung bakit ganun yung nangyari. Same with your absences. Yes, it is recorded. Second, you have to present an excuse letter with a sign or signature of your parent. Okay, then submit it to your advisor. So your advisor will be the one to talk to your subject teachers regarding with your situation. Okay, then lastly is you have to attend 5 minutes before the scheduled session or just be on time. Okay? So now, this time, I want to remind you with the tools that we have in our department. Ang tanong, ginagamit niyo po ba yung mga tools provided by the school? Let's start first with the Canvas. Of course, we all know that all of the modules, all of the instructions can be seen in your Canvas courses provided per subject. Also, we have the Canvas course for the homeroom session. Diba? Next is for the G Suite. So I have there the Gmail, diba? All of the announcement then pinapadala through email. If you are using the Google Docs, the G Slides, the Google Slides, and the Google Classroom. Ginagamit din po ba natin ang ating front learners account wherein discussions, lectures, and even assessments, lahat yon provided, okay, at binibigay ng front learners. If you want to have a quick review, an advanced reading with the lesson, pwede nyo i-open si front learner. So anytime. Next, of course, with our web-based instructional materials, we have the math score and the qubits. Now, let's start first with this one. please take a note of this. If you have a pen and a paper with you, you can actually write it down para hindi nyo makalimutan yung mga bagay na dapat nating gawin. Okay, number 1, make sure that you have a folder per quarter. So we're done with the first quarter. So ibig sabihin, if the teacher will open your Google Drive, dapat makakita siya ng another folder with a name, second quarter. Diba? Para separate yung mga activities na ginawa natin before on the previous quarter and yung outputs that we need to submit for this quarter. Next, another thing po na kailangan nating gawin. Recheck po yung sharing ng ating folder. Check natin. Sa sharing po ba, dapat ang makikita lang natin dyan is the name of your subject teacher and your name. Wala na pong iba. Kasi may mga pagkakataon in the previous quarter, may mga cases wherein nagsasubmit naman si student pero hindi nakikita ni teacher. Why? What happened? Bakit ganun yung scenario? It's because mali yung folder na pinagsasubmitan ng bata. Nung kinlik yung sharing, nakita doon na wala yung pangalan ni teacher. It means hindi siya nakikita ni teacher. So those things po, itong dalawang bagay, I want you to do that right after our seminar for today. Okay, paki-recheck ninyo, pakigawa ng folder para pagbalik natin on Friday, okay na po lahat when it comes to our Google Drive. So second, please take note, ano ba yung mga bagay, what are the things actually that I can see in my Canvas module. So we have there the discussion boards, the page, the summary of the lecture, the lesson. We also have different kinds of assessment. We have the quiz, the long test, di ba? Pwede rin mag-provide si teacher ng assignment. And of course, you can actually upload files in your Canvas courses if the teacher asks you to do that. Okay po. Next is for the grading system. I just want to refresh your minds. Paano ba kino-compute ni teacher ang grades natin? Okay, number 1 is we are following the K-12 grading system. So this is the weight of the components for kindergarten to grade 10. Okay, so we are just following one grading system for the basic education department. So I have here 3 components: written works, performance tasks, and quarterly assessment. So for this one, I have 30% for language, AP, and values education, 30% for written works, 50% for PT, then 20% for the quarterly assessment. For math and science, 40 for the written works, same with performance tasks. Then for MAPE, music, arts, PE, and health, for EPP, for TLE, and computer. If you will take a look at this one, written work 20%. But for the performance task, it's more than half of your grade. Okay, ang nakalaan for the performance task. So all of the subjects po, meron pong 20% for the quarterly assessment. Take a look at the encircled numbers. Diba? Lahat po ito nagfo-fall under performance task, 50, 40, and 60. That's why most of your teachers, okay, yung mga activities na kailangan nating maipasa, okay, ito yung mga activities na example. It's about speech, paano gagawin yung ganito, paano yung actual na pag-experiment neto, paggawa nito, and so on. Because we want to assess, di ba, if you really learned something from the teacher's discussion or not. Okay? Next is we have this, the descriptors, the grading scale, and remarks. Of course, you will see the remarks on the final rating. So since first quarter pa lang tayo, we cannot give you the remarks yet. Hindi pa namin ito namibigay hanggat hindi pa namin nakakompute the final grade that you will have, okay, sa buong quarter. So I have here the last part. Ito yung i-focus natin. Did not meet expectations. So when you receive below 75 grade, it means you failed in that specific subject. So ano yung mangyayari kapag nag-failed ka sa isang subject? So of course, number one, mag-undergo ka ng mga remedial classes. You have to approach your teacher. What are the things that we have to do, okay, regarding with that failing grade? But of course, we encourage everyone to exert more effort para hindi tayo makakuha ng below 75. Next, so malapit na tayo. Let's have the examinations policy. So I'm not just talking about the periodical exam. It's not just about the summary test. Diba? We will also include the short and long quizzes. So quizzes are part of the written works. Same with summative test. So for the quizzes and summative test, it can be done asynchronously or pwede naman pong during asynchronous. So yun po yung mga possibilities kung paano po natin sasagutan, but it depends upon the instruction of your subject teacher. Then lastly is the periodical exam. So for the periodical exam, separate component in the grading system, which is 20% of your grades. So meron lang po kung ipepresent ng mga examination rules. Actually, it was discussed to you by your advisor before the first periodical exam. Pero gusto ko lang po i-highlight at ulitin what are the things that we have to be reminded of during examination. So number one, the examinee may not ask questions to the proctor during the exam. Okay, except for the technical issues. What are those technical issues? Example, hindi ka nakapasok agad doon sa Canvas. Nag-error yung pag-login mo. Yung internet connection mo nawala. Nag-brown out. Right? Different reasons. So you just have to send a direct message to your teacher. Then he or she will advise you ano ba yung dapat mong gawin. Okay, so that we can provide you a special examination. Next is, the exam must be completed in one sitting. Why? Because there is a time limit for each subject. So once the timer expires, the exam will be automatically submitted. Okay, tapos ka man or hindi, once na natapos yung oras, automatic, kung ano lang yung natapos mo, yun lang yung ika-count ni Canvas. Okay, so aside from that, make sure to keep the cameras on the whole exam so that we can actually see anong ginagawa mo, okay, while answering your exam. Of course, access codes, okay, are all provided for each subject. Then, cheating is a serious offense and subject to disciplinary action. So, ano-ano yung mga bagay na hindi natin dapat gawin kung ayaw nating, okay, mabigyan ng punishment? Number one, any recording of the exam screens, including taking screenshots, pictures, or video. It's a big no-no to do that. Okay, second, switching off browsers during the exam. The power of Alt-Tab. Diba? Then living mobile devices, smartphones, if you have an extra phone, other web-based web browsers, software applications, or other computers on during exam. So as much as possible, ang naka-open lang is your laptop kung saan ka nagsasagot ng exam. Okay, next is having reviewers, notebooks na malapit sa'yo. Of course, it's a big no-no. Kahit naman sa regular setup, right? Then allowing other individuals to interfere during the exam. So as much as possible, ask your parents, ask your ates and kuyas, or anyone at home na kapag nag-e-exam po, wala mo nang didikit. Okay? Para po maiwasan natin yung any attempt sa isang bagay na hindi dapat gawin. Okay? I have here a sample. Students, paulit-ulit na sinasabi ng mga subject teachers na habang nag-e-exam kayo, we can actually see the activity log. So when we say activity log, we can check how many seconds? Okay? How many seconds nyo sinugutan yung isang item? Next, nakikita po ng teachers kung nag-stop viewing kayo ng canvas. When you stop viewing, ibig sabihin nag-alt tab kayo o umalis kayo ng canvas during the exam. So if you are using a laptop or kung phone man, pwede nyo siyang i-zoom in, you will see here the red mark, yung may X, yung may, itong may X. Stop viewing the canvas, quiz, taking page. So nakikita namin kung ilang seconds kayong nawala at ilang seconds kayo bago bumalik sa inyong exam. Take note per item, per question. I also have here this. Question number 15, 16, 17, and 18. So ito pong circle na to, okay, yung blank without color, ibig sabihin yan, empty answer. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo sinagutan yung item na yon, okay, or hindi mo pa siya nasasagutan that time. So lahat naman yan mag-empty answer sa simula. So kapag shaded yung circle, it means that is your final answer for the question, the one that counts. So yan yung bibilangan ni Canvas kung tama o mali. But take a look at the the third one. Itong circle na may dot on the middle of it, an answer regardless of correctness. So ibig sabihin, aside from knowing how many seconds you answered a specific item, we can actually identify how many times kang nagpalit ng sagot bago mo pinindot o bago ka nag-next sa isang question. So lahat po yun nakikita ni teacher even not just during the exam, even after the exam. Okay, so ayan, yung mga attempt. Example, nakikita din namin dito, item number 1. Ano yung first choice mo? Example, Steve, tapos bigla ka nag-stop viewing the canvas. So we have a lot of reasons, di ba? Pwedeng internet connection, hindi mo inaasahan, biglang nawala. Pwede naman na pumunta ka sa Gmeet na tab and you ask your teacher on a certain question. So pwedeng ganon. But of course, it can also set as a proof na attempted cheating. Okay, kapag nag-stop viewing. Okay po. Then last, communication with the teacher. So for this one, we provided all of our Fatima accounts. Number 1, we provided our G Suite and Gmail accounts. Pinrovide namin, we gave our Facebook accounts. Yung name po ha, not literally the account. Binigay din namin yung messenger namin kung saan nyo kami matatagpuan at magko-contact even our Canvas account. Why? Because there's a section, an inbox section in our Canvas wherein you can send a message directly to your subject teacher. Ibig sabihin this time, I want to remind you with the school hours, you can contact your teacher between 7 o'clock in the morning up to 5:30 in the evening or afternoon. So yun po yung tinatawag nating class hours. If the teacher po cannot answer your message in the messenger account or even email nang lumagpas na ng 6 p.m., so ibig sabihin, kinabukasan na po yun, marareplyan ni teacher. Pero kung si teacher naman ay free on that time, we can actually answer your question, especially if that is an important question to ask. Now, if you want to talk to your teacher, you can actually set an appointment. Pwede na, teacher, can I talk to you regarding with this matter? Tapos mag-usap kayo kung anong oras kayo pwede. Okay, to clarify sort of things. Then, all of the announcement will be done via messenger, email, and Canvas. Okay, so that's why po mapapansin ninyo, nag-send na si advisor sa GC, nag-send na si advisor sa Gmail, may magpa-pop up pa din po na announcement sa inyo in your Canvas. Okay, so para lahat tayo are well informed with the updates of the department. Then our last item for this part is the parent supervision. So for this one, I just want to summarize it all. Okay, number one, what are the role of our parents when it comes to online class? So of course, we as your subject teachers, as your advisors, we are also your parents. Okay? But at home, your parents are the ones, sila po yung nakakakita sa inyo for the whole day. Kung ano po yung exact na ginagawa ninyo at home, if you are really doing your job or your task as a student. So number one, of course, parents will be the one to motivate you. Okay? To ensure na okay kayo, to ensure that you have, ito, example po, has taken the bath, yung mga common things lang before class, had breakfast, ready for school, diba? At the same time, we have to provide a dedicated place in our house, diba? Dapat dito ka lang mag-online class, wala kang makikitang kahit anong distractions. Okay po, para smooth yung mga sessions, yung pakikinig mo during the discussions. Now, at the same time, for the parent supervision, when it comes to examination, it's a big no-no, di ba? Part of the rules earlier sa guidelines natin, it's a big no-no na meron tayong isang tao na tatabi or lalapit sa atin during the examination. Even if your microphone is on, okay? So may mga bagay pa rin tayo na hindi na natin, kumbaga madedetect, nakikita personally kung ano ba talaga yung sinasabi or ginagawa. So to avoid any confusion, okay, doon po sa actions na gano'n, as much as possible during the online class, during the examination, maging independent tayo as a student. But for the kinder, grade 1 and grade 2, when it comes to computer, kung paano mag-log in, of course, we need the help of our parents. Okay, so is everything clear so far? Naintindihan po ba lahat ng mga bagay or mga points na diniscuss ko for today? If yes, can you please click the thumbs up icon in our Zoom? Ayan, very good. Si Pascual, nag-chat siya na yes. How about the others? You can click the thumbs up icon kung naintindihan lahat ng pinag-usapan natin, or you can actually chat. Type the word yes in our chat box. Okay, so I want to remind you all that we have to enjoy learning, di ba? And at the same time, we have to spread good vibes, not just when it comes to our online school, but for our everyday living. Dapat good vibes lang lagi tayo. So that's all for my discussion for today. Okay, then God bless everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Anne, for that informative presentation of yours you've shared with us. So at this juncture, let's now proceed to another part of our session today. So a leader is one who lights the path to the impossible and takes heights. It is an injustice to proceed to this orientation and webinar without even calling our wings of light, our pillar of strength, and our constant source of motivation. So it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you our next speaker, our very own Principal of our department, Mr. Barry H. Dio. Good afternoon, sir.
One of the great lessons of life is that nothing will change unless you change. Nothing will get better unless you get better. It's not about circumstance. It's not about luck. We all get the good and the bad. We all get the challenging events that arrive in our life. That's a normal part of being human. I'm talking about what you choose to do with those circumstances. If you were waiting for the economy to change, if you're waiting for your paycheck to change, waiting for your relationship to change, waiting for something to change, nothing will change. If you want change, you must change. when you change, everything will change for you. If you want better, you must be better. And when you get better, your life will get better.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, sir. Yes, and we love your background.
All right. So, good afternoon, everyone, once again, and welcome to our second session for this training seminar and students empowerment. All right. Pwede bang batiin natin ang bawat isa? I can see both the chat box and the chat room in the YouTube. Okay, so please greet everyone. Good afternoon, and I am very pleased to see all of you today. All right, so this afternoon we will be talking about the most important person in this room. Okay, and it is you. Okay, we will talk about you. No, lahat ng pag-uusapan natin ay may kinalaman sa inyo or may kinalaman sa iyo because we want to empower you and we want to uplift you during this time. All right. So before I continue, I'd like to ask a question. How would you know that in a place, particularly if you are in other countries, that the person or the people around you is a Filipino or Filipina? How would you know? Okay? So, there was this story na isang beses, ang ginawa daw niya, nagsabi siya na, okay, sabi niya, pwede bang gawin mo rin yon kahit di kita naririnig, no? You say, alright, and then, you know what happened? Yung mga tumingin, na-consider niya na mga Filipino because that is one of our commonality as Filipino. Diba, whenever we hear the word or whenever we hear, diba, our attention is caught. So right now I'd like to say, okay, so because I want to call your attention, I want you to focus, I want you to listen right now, and kung ikaw ay nag-Facebook, nanonood ng videos, ng YouTube, or ng may iba ka pang ginagawa, ikaw ba ay namamlansa, ikaw ay nag-TikTok habang nandito tayo. So please stop doing that and I want you to listen to whatever we will discuss today. All right? So as I mentioned, we will discuss something about the most important person in this room, and that is you. So I'd like to begin with this. Alam niyo ba that in a research, one of the fear or the number one fear of a person or of human being is public speaking. A lot of people are afraid or fearful whenever they speak in public. Okay, maybe because they lack confidence or because of their appearance, their physical appearance, or maybe in their past experiences or whatever. There was this story na may isang pagong na tuwing siya ay nasa gitna ng maraming tao, ay nagtatago siya doon sa kanyang bahay. And then, ang reason ay dahil daw siya ay kalbo, siya ay pango, siya ay bungal, wala siyang panga, and then may bahay siyang dala. So imagine, di ba, kung ako ni Jupagong, maaaring magtago na lang din ako. No? But you know what? Sometimes para tayong pagong we are like that kasi diba, minsan pagka nasa harap tayo ng maraming tao or we are given of a task, we are given of something to do, natatakot tayo, nahihiya tayo. And when we are speaking publicly, nahihiya rin tayo because we are conscious about what we are going to say. We are conscious about our appearance. We are conscious about, a lot of things or a lot of factors that we are considering. That's why we are being hindered of speaking in public or in doing the task given to us. All right. So this afternoon, I'd like to correct yung perspective natin about ourselves because tandaan natin, we have to change how we look at ourselves. Because some students or some people see themselves like this. Okay? Anong nakikita ninyo? Okay? So, merong isang lion and then ang tingin niya sa sarili niya ay para siyang pusa. No? So, may mga tao ganito ang tingin sa sarili nila, di ba? You have a lot of potential. You have a lot of things to do. You have greatness, capability, pero ang tingin mo sa sarili mo ay mababa ka lang, pangit ka, hindi ka marunong, or wala kang magagawa sa buhay, something like that, no? Ang tawag natin dito ay inferiority complex. Some of us, di ba, we are fearful because we think less of ourselves. Okay? And some people think of themselves like this. Di ba? Pusa siya, pero ang tingin niya sa sarili niya ay lion. Okay? Which is maganda rin ito dahil, di ba, dito mailalabas niya yung kanyang potential at yung confidence niya ay may bibigay din niya at yung mga goals niya, dreams niya, he is ready to achieve that because he has a right perspective of himself. Kaya lang ang negative thing about this is yung tinatawag naman nating superiority complex. Yung sobrang taas na ng tingin mo sa sarili mo, wherein nakakalimutan mo na yung ibang tao or may mga naapakan ka na or nagiging sobrang yabang mo na. No? And I'd like to correct that perspective because always remember na dapat balance yung tingin natin sa sarili natin. You have to remember na we should see ourselves the way God sees us. Diba? The way God look at us. So sabi dito, the hardest person you will ever have to lead is yourself. Do you agree? Diba? Minsan ang kontrabida sa buhay mo ay ikaw. Minsan ang kontrabida sa buhay natin ay tayo mismo. Na kapag tumitingin ka sa salamin, lagi mo nakikita yung negative things about you. Lagi mo nakikita yung mga bagay na mali or mga bagay na nakakapagpababa ng self-confidence mo. But today, we have to battle that. We have to understand na we have a value. Diba? You have a value. You have something to do. You can create impact and your life can be significant. Okay, so ito yung ilang mga bagay na naghihinder sa atin, the way we look at ourselves. No? Number one, yung physical appearance. Sometimes we compare ourselves with other people. Tama? Yung physical appearance natin, like yung pagiging mataba, pagiging mapayat, pagiging maputi, maitim, matangkad, maliit. Yung sometimes, yun yung nagiging hindrance sa atin to keep moving. Diba? Minsan, di na rin natin maintindihan. Kulot ka, nagpapaunat ka. O kaya naman, unat yung buhok mo, nagpapakulot ka. No? So, tandaan natin na yung physical appearance is not the basis of what we can achieve in life. Okay? Sila nagsabi na ang standard ng kagwapuhan ay si Piolo Pascual. Diba? Pwede namang si Sir Dio. Do you agree? Natatawa. So, never ever compare yourself with other people. Okay? Tandaan natin na ang pwedeng maging base of our comparison ay yung ating mga sarili lamang. Tama? For example, kung ikaw ay 78 sa first quarter sa grade mo, yung average, and then if you will compare it with your classmate na nakakuha ng 90, baka ma-stress ka. Tama? Because kinompare mo yung sarili mo sa ibang tao. But I'd like you to compare yourself only to yourself. For example, in the second quarter, from 78, naging 85 yung grade mo. Diba? That is a good point dahil nakita mo na nag-progress ka, nag-improve yung performance mo. But if you will compare it to your classmate, for example, nakakuha siya ng 95 for the second quarter, may stress ka. Diba? Kasi magkaiba nga yung level of achievements ninyo. But if you compare yourself only to yourself, you may see your progress. You may see how you grow in your life. Understood? Okay. So, Another hindrances sa ating mga buhay is yung ating mga past experiences. Sometimes, nag-fail tayo in life. Correct? So, always remember that failure is not the opposite of success, but this is a part of success. Okay? Sometimes we fail, sometimes we make mistakes, but we don't stop there. No, life keeps on going, and with those experiences, I hope na hindi siya naghihinder sa atin from moving on. Okay? May mga past experiences din tayo na rejection. No, maaring we get rejected by our friends, by our classmates, we get bullied, or we get bad experiences at home or somewhere, no, na kung saan nag-cause siya ng pagkababa ng ating pagtingin sa ating mga sarili. Alright? And number 3, people's criticism. Sometimes we are hindered by the negative things or the negative words that people say about us. Tama? Dito, na-experience mo na people criticize you, or they made negative comments about your performance, your project, etc. But always remember na as long as you did your best, diba? As long as you did your best, you gave your best effort on that particular project or performance, that is already an achievement. Okay? So, tandaan natin itong mga bagay na ito, that these things cause our low self-confidence or low self-esteem, na kung saan naghihinder sa atin to keep moving. Okay? But this afternoon, I'd like to correct that. No? Ito yung ilang mga sample. No? Sometimes we compare our physical appearances with other people. Sometimes we experience rejection brought by our friends, our classmates, or our family members. Okay? But I'd like us to understand na dapat itama natin yung tingin natin sa ating mga sarili. As I mentioned earlier, we should see ourselves the way God sees us. Sabi ni King David, no, in one of his writings, sabi dito, for you formed my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. So David was talking to God, and he's telling the Lord na, Lord, kilala niyo po ako. No? Bago pa po ako isilang, habang ako'y nasa sinapupunan pa lang ng aking magulang, ako po ay kilala na ninyo. Alam niyo po yung magiging destination ko. So this afternoon, if you feel unloved, or if you feel rejected, or if you feel emotionally down right now, I want you to understand that somebody sees you. No? Somebody is there to comfort you. And I want you to understand that you are fearfully and you are wonderfully made. No? Ikaw ay may value, you have a purpose, and you have a better destination. And another, sabi dito sa, actually this is from the Bible, Genesis. Sabi dito, God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. I want you to understand that we can also claim this promise, no? Na kung hihimayin natin, sabi dito, be fruitful. Ano ibig sabihin ng fruitful? Ang tanging nagbubunga lang ay yung may tinanim. Tama? Kung nagtanim ako ng buto ng mangga, I am expecting that after some years, may lalabas na mga bunga ng mangga. Tama? So, ganun din sa atin, no? God is telling us, or we have this promise na you will be fruitful. No? May itinanim sa'yo, and yan ay magbubunga kung yan ay ating aalagaan, didiligan, or ating papahalagan. Tama? And then sabi dito, and increase in number. So meaning we are a multiplier. No, we have this capability to increase, to multiply, and we can increase by yung ating finances, yung ating kakayahan, yung people na nilid natin, and whatever, no? Meaning, there is something in us that can multiply. All right? And sabi dito, fill the earth and subdue it. I want you to understand na maybe no, this is referring to the blessing. You can be a blessing to other people na kung saan pag dumating ka, they will feel blessed. No? Yung tipong pag dumating ka, halimbawa nakita nila si Micaela, sabihin, ay, nandiyan na si Micaela. No? Siya yung hinihintay natin. Siya yung pagpapala. No? So because there is something in us na kung saan you can be a blessing for other people. And here also highlighted is the word rule. Meaning, you can be a leader, we can rule, there is something in us na pwede nating pamunuan, no? We can be leaders in the future. So, maybe, no, yung iba sa inyo, you will be the next president, no, of the Philippines, of your company, or wherever. You can be senators in the future, or you may lead people in the future. So yun yung vision ko para sa students natin dito sa Fatima, that you will not settle for less, but you will be able to achieve something in the future, that you can lead, and that there is something in you na mag-grow. All right? So pwede bang this afternoon, i-type natin dyan sa chat box or sa chat box, especially doon sa mga nasa YouTube, nakikita ko rin yung mga comments niyo. Pwede bang i-type natin at i-claim natin, no? Pwede nyo rin itong i-post sa Twitter, sa Instagram, sa Facebook, sa Multiply, or whatever social media you are using right now. Ilagay ninyo, I am a seed. I am a seed, no? Merong something sa'yo na magbubunga. No? I am a seed. Pangalawa, I am a multiplier. I am a multiplier. Pangatlo, i-type mo din yung I am a blessing. I am a blessing. Okay? And then number 4, I am a leader. I am a leader. So always remember na ikaw ay maaari kang magbunga in any time, no? Lalo na kapag panahon mo na. And that you can be a blessing for other people, and that you can grow, that you can multiply, and that you can lead in the future. All right. And then, as we proceed, meron akong papakita sa inyo. So this is like 4 pics in 1 word, no? Hulaan lang ninyo yung word na nire-represent ng 4 na picture na ito. Okay po? So, number 1. Ayan. Ano sa tingin nyo ang word na nire-represent ng 4 na pictures na ito? Okay. You may guess. Mayroon siyang 2, 4, 6, 8 no letters. Okay. Garbage? No. Survival? Malapit na, malapit na. Teamwork? No. Community? Hindi po community. Ano yan? Survive? Hindi po. Okay, correct si Oprah. So, ang sagot ay survivor. Okay. So, mayroong 3 uri ng tao, no? Ito yung number 1. So, survivor. There are people who live to survive. Tama? So, may mga tao na ang tawag nga natin dito ay isang kahig, isang tuka. Yung mairaos mo lang yung araw na ito, okay ka na. Tama? Ngayon, tanongin ko kayo, dito sa ginagawa nating online classes, ikaw ba ay isang survivor? Yung tipong, sige, maka 75 lang ako sa average ko, tapat na yon. Okay na ako doon, no? O kaya naman sinasabi mo, sige, makapasa lang, makakomply lang, magawa ko lang yung gustong mangyari ni teacher, okay na ako doon. Diba? Matapos lang tong taon na to, masaya na ako. No? A lot of people are just surviving. No? Some students just wanted to survive this school year. No? Yung iba, kinakatamaran yung mga ginagawa, kinakatamaran yung mga gawain. But I want you to understand that we should not stop by being survivors. All right? So, yung iba ang ginagawa lang no, yung ano lang mema. Tawag nila doon, 'di ba? Mema submit lang, mema gawa lang, no? And yung iba naman because they are overwhelmed by the pandemic, by the crisis. So nakikisabay na lang sila sa flow, no? Okay na ako dito, sige, ganyan ang nangyayari, no? A lot of people are like that. But I don't want to stay in the survival stage, no? Ito yung second type of people. Okay, ano sa tingin nyo? You may type your answer. Okay, some answer is victory, succession, achievement. Okay. Yung nasa YouTube, nakikita ko rin po yung response ninyo. Huwag po kayong magtampo. Champion, not champion. Achievement, I'm not sure if may mga nakasagot na ng tama. Pero so far, wala pa akong nakikitang tamang sagot. Alright, celebration, succession, achiever. Ayun, I saw an answer, kaya lang siya ay na-misspelled, okay? Ang sagot ay successful, okay? There are people na nasa stage ng success, no? I don't want to stay in the survival stage, but I want to be successful. So yung ibang students, sineryoso kahit na nasa online class tayo. Correct? So they did their best, they gave their best effort, they work hard and they give their excellence na kung saan it resulted into something great also. So may mga students na they work hard and then naging part sila ng honor natin. And ikaw din, no, although you're not part of the honor, maybe yung simple things na ginawa mo na talagang binigay mo yung best effort mo, you can call it success na rin, no? And many people na nasa successful stage or success na stage ay ito yung mga tao na talagang ni-reach nila yung goal nila, no? So students, I want to see you in the future that you have achieved all your dreams, you have achieved all your goals in life, no? That you will be able to buy your own houses, you will be able to establish your business, that you will be able to buy your own car, you can travel and whatever, no? So I want to see you successful in the future. No? May mga tao, they did not stop being survivor, but they reached the stage of success. So tayo, naniniwala ako na kayo, you can be successful in life, no? And pangatlong type ng people ay ito. Anong sagot ninyo? Historical, hero, legacy, legendary, what's that? Bread. Generation, motivation. This is malapit na doon sa word na legacy. Sacrifice. Fulfillment. Legendary, legend. Baka masabi niyo, Mobile Legends, Hero Carry. descendant. Di naman po yan descendant of the sun, no? National. So it refers actually to people or events na kung saan nagkaroon ng legacy, glory. Okay, again, syempre, tatlong tatlong S yung ano natin ngayon, no? Survivor, successful, and of course, it starts with letter S. Successor, not successor. Famous, no. Legendary. Okay, I will count 1 to 5 and I will reveal the answer. The answer is all right. The answer is significant. Okay? So, ito yung pangatlong uri ng tao. There are people who are significant, who made a legacy. Remember, di ba si Dr. Jose Rizal, how many years na siyang patay, pero naaalala pa natin siya. Di ba? Yung mga bayani, even Jesus Christ, he died 2,000 years ago. And then we still remember him. We still remember yung kanyang accomplishment. So same with these people, no? Na kung saan hindi lang natin gustong maging successful, but we want to create significance. Ito yung tipong pag nawala ka, no? Pag wag naman sana, no? Pero pag namatay yung isang tao, ano yung maaalala sa kanya, no? Diba namatay ka tapos naaalala mo si si ganito, ha? Sino yun? Sikat ba yun? No? We have to remember, students, na itong ginagawa natin, hindi lang natin gustong maging successful in life, but we want to create legacy. We want to create an impact, no, to the people around us. Correct? No? So, itong ginagawa nating online class, anong gusto mo? Ma-survive mo lang ba to? Maging successful ka dito? Or you want to create significance? Na kung saan hindi lang sarili mo yung iniisip mo, but you also think of other people. You think of how you can be able to help others during this time. Tama ba? So, tayo, tandaan natin that we can create an impact to the lives of other people, or to, especially to our families, no? Yung tipong pag naalala ka, talagang pinag-uusapan ka pa rin. O kaya naman, inaalala yung mga mabubuti mong gawa. Okay? So, always remember that we can reinvent ourselves, no? Sabi nga kanina, ang tanging magbabago ng sarili mo ay ikaw, no? Because if I change, everything changes, no? So if you change, everything changes. Sometimes it's not the people around us that needs change, but it is us that need change. Correct? No? Sometimes it's not the society that needs change, but it is us that needs change. Di ba lagi kong sinasabi sa inyo tuwing nasa school tayo, if you want to change the society, change the campus. And that change will begin with you. All right? So, this afternoon, I'd like us to understand this one. It's about reinventing yourself. Okay, before I continue, Sir Dance, Ma'am Abby, can you still hear me?
Yes,
Yes
po.
po.
Okay. So, reinventing ourselves, meaning we want to develop more of ourselves. No? Halimbawa, may tinatawag kasi tayo na minsan sa sobrang pag nasobrahan yung bagay na yun, ay nagiging masama na rin. For example, sobrang generous, sobrang bait mo, na kung saan yung ibang tao na take advantage yung kabaitan or yung generosity mo. No? So you have to change it a little bit in order to balance. Okay? So dito, ganun din, no? We can reinvent ourselves. We can change somehow yung ibang character natin, yung attitude natin, in order to become a better version of ourselves. So number one, is be emotionally intelligent. Okay? Sometimes ang problema natin, yung emotion natin. Sometimes we make a permanent decision out of temporary emotion. Tama? Ang emotion daw ay parang balloon na may hangin. Na kapag ka nilagay mo yung, pag tinanggal mo yung, let's say, yung tali ng balloon, no? Lalabas yung hangin. Yung balloon, ang mangyayari sa kanya, di ba? Ganon ang nangyayari sa kanya. So sometimes, ganon daw ang emotion natin, na kapag ikaw, nasobrahan at di mo na-control yung emotion mo, nagwawala ka na or nawawala ka doon sa linya. Tama? So we have to be able to manage yung ating emotion, no? Kahit na tayo, yung mga students natin in elementary and I don't know if you can grasp this one, but sometimes we have to understand na yung ating emotion ay kailangan din natin i-control yung mga nararamdaman natin. Alright? So we have to be intelligent about it. You have to control it. You have to deal with it. Okay? Minsan may nasabi lang, ano na tayo agad, kung ano-ano na rin nagiging response natin. Sometimes, meron lang, hindi ka lang nabigyan ng attention, no? Sa group chat, nag-chat ka, hindi nag-react yung classmates mo, hindi nag-react yung mga nasa group chat, hindi hinort, no? Ikaw nagtampo ka na. Hindi lang na-like, no? Nag-leave group na. Right? So, we have to manage, we have to control yung ating mga emotions. Pangalawa, be a leader of leaders. As I mentioned earlier, di ba, we can influence people, no? Maybe baka sabihin natin, how can be a leader, no? The point is we can, influence, we can be a blessing to other people. And number 3, be healthy. Health is one of our priorities. Your health is important. You have to take care of that. And we have to do something about it na kung saan we watch what we eat, we watch what we do, we watch what we drink, and we sleep well also. Okay? So students, please take care of your health because it is very important. All right? And then, pang-apat is be alive.
Hello? Sir Dance, can you hear me?
Yes po, sir. Tuloy-tuloy naman po.
Sige, na ano kasi yung microphone ko. All right. Be a lifelong learner. According to Dr. Howard Hendricks, sabi niya, if you stop learning today, you will stop teaching tomorrow. So we have to be mindful na hindi dapat tayo tumitigil sa pag-aaral, no? Hindi dapat tayo tumitigil doon sa mga bagay na natututuhan natin. Okay? So I might extend, no? Sorry for extending a little bit. Maybe 3:15 we will I might end, no? But yeah, I understand it's 3 p.m. Okay? But what we are discussing right now is really important then, no? And then panglima, be a change agent. No, we can be an influence for change, and ikaw din ang change magsisimula sa atin. All right? So that's how we can reinvent ourselves, yung ating emotion, yung ating leadership skills, yung ating mga pangangatawan, yung ating health. It's very important. And what we put in our minds, no, we have to search, we have to study, we have to learn more so that we can, pursue yung ating mga goals in life. Because if you stop learning, you will stop whatever you will do in the future. And be a change agent. Change starts with you. All right? So as I proceed, I'd like you to, look at this table, and then if you may see some words here, kindly type doon sa ating chat box. Honest, God, or looks, or time, God, time, all right? Joy, manage, man, Friday, yeah, update, okay, party, I can see some responses. Time. May vegan ba? Okay. What else? Do you see? Honest, correct? All right. And then direct, correct? And then look. All right. So help, correct? Manage, update, date, God, etc. Friday. You may also see there the words like party. There's also the word Friday time. All right, and a lot of words, no, and that will be part of our discussion this afternoon. So as I continue, alam niyo ba yung mga abbreviation na ginagamit natin sa pag-chat or in the social media? For example, anong ibig sabihin ng GTG? What does GTG means? Got to go, correct? 'Di ba? Pag aalis ka na, gotta go. So instead of saying gotta go, you may put there GTG. Okay? Now, I am going to mention some of the abbreviation, and all you have to do is to guess no kung ano yon, and then I will discuss it. So number 1, what does TBH means? TBH, to be honest, correct? No? So this time I'd like to share with you how do we become the best version of ourselves. So how do you become the best version of you? Okay? So ito yung ilang sa mga bagay na gusto kong matutuhan natin so that as we continue doing what we are doing right now, no, as we pursue our goals, our dreams, we have to be the best version of ourselves. And these are the things that we have to keep in mind. Number 1 is to be honest. So we would like to emphasize yung honesty dito, no? Because if you're not honest with yourself, hindi mo rin ma-achieve yung hindi mo ma-achieve yung full potential na mayroon ka. For example, in cheating or mga pandaraya or in whatever, ang dinadaya rin natin sarili natin. Sabi we have to take care of our integrity. Correct? No? Hindi lang ito pagdating sa pag-aaral, but this is also in life, no? Kung tingin mo walang nakakakita, there is someone who can see you, no? Aside from God that sees you, there is also someone that see you. Okay? Or that sees you. And it is you, no? Nakikita mo yung sarili mo. No, if nandaya ka or dishonest ka in that particular time, makikita mo yung sarili mo forever. No, yung moment na yan na nandaya ka. Okay, so you have to be honest with yourself. You need to be mindful of what we are doing. We have to protect our integrity. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng LOL? Okay, what does LOL means? Laugh out loud, okay, or laugh out loud. So that's correct, no? To become the best version of ourselves, we have to be joyful, no? We have to create joy sa ating mga buhay, sa ating mga ginagawa. Dapat masaya ka diyan sa ginagawa mo na yan. Dapat masaya ka sa situation na meron ka. Kahit na nasa pandemic tayo, even we are affected by the typhoon, we have to remember that there is still a joy or there's still happiness that we can do. And kayo din, I'd like to encourage you, no, that you find things that makes you happy, no? After ng online class, no, after ng class nyo sa buong araw, do the things that makes you feel comfortable or makes you feel happy. Pwede kayong pahinga, mag-watch ng movie, diba? As long as na ibabalance natin yung oras natin and tapos na yung mga responsibilities natin. Diba, baka sabihin natin, masyado naman kaming pinipressure sa pag-aaral. Yes, no, we're pressuring you because that will be part of your success. But at the same time, we are encouraging you to find the things or do the things that makes you happy. Okay? So kung mai-share mo sa iba, ano yung mga bagay na makes you what are the things that makes you happy, no? Okay, so you may put it in the chat box. And then next natin, no, is yung word na OMW. What is OMW? On my way. Okay? Or sometimes sinasabi, on the way. Di ba? But this is referring to time management. No? Students, to become the best version of yourselves, you need to understand that you need to balance or to organize your time. Tomorrow, one of our topics sa ating seminar is about time management. No? Marami tayong matututuhan in order for us to organize yung ating activities in a day or in a week. But to become the best version of ourselves, we need to manage yung ating oras. Okay? Next is DM. Okay? DM means direct message. Okay? I'd like us to understand na nowadays, di ba, lahat naka-chat. So I don't feel yung emotion doon sa mga sinasabi ninyo. I might misunderstand yung messages na nandoon. Tama? Ang daming miscommunication nowadays, no? Dahil lahat naka-online and it lacks emotion. Na kung saan pati yung mga reaction nabibigyan natin ng meaning. Pag hindi hinart, ibig sabihin ba nun, hindi niya nagustuhan? Kapag nilike lang or pag hindi nag-react at all, no? What does it mean? No? So, napakahalaga ng communication and confrontation, no? Kasi nga we have to be honest with ourselves with how we feel, but we have to confront that feelings or that person, but remember, no, to confront in a nice way. Okay po? So, lahat nadadaan po sa tamang pag-uusap. Next is FYI. What FYI means? Okay, FYI means for your information. Okay? Dito, we have to be updated. No? To become the best version of yourselves, you have to be updated, no? Sa mga information. Lahat nandyan naman na, nakapost. Sa ating school, nandyan sa Canvas, sa Facebook page, sa ating group chat, sa ating emails, nandoon na lahat yung information. And aside from that communication, we have to be informed of the trendings. We have to be informed of what else should I do to improve myself pagdating sa pag-aaral or in your particular dreams or in the particular things that you are doing. No? Yung mga bagay na may kinalaman sa ginagawa mo. So you have to be updated palagi. Always remember that. And then next is HTH. What is HTH? Okay. How to help. Okay, so siguro yung iba ngayon lang narinig ito. Pero HTH means how to help. So kahit na nasa crisis tayo, nasa panahon tayo ng ganito, no, ng crisis, we can still offer help. We can still offer our hands to other people. No, to become the best version of yourself, you need to start thinking of other people and then thinking less of yourself. Tama ba? So, tandaan natin na kahit anong mayroon ka, no, pwede mong gamitin yan in order for you to help others. Okay? Maybe we have a voice to spread awareness or whatever. And then next is OOTD. Ay, sorry, lumagpas ako. Okay, here. OOTD or outfit of the day. Kahit na nasa bahay lang tayo or nasa online class tayo na, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your grooming. You have to take care of your hygiene, etc. And the best grooming that we can have is yung ating mga ngiti, yung ating attitude towards life, yung ating attitude towards what we are doing. Okay? And then next is TY. What is TY? Thank you. To become the best version of yourself, you have to establish or you have to cultivate yung gratitude, no? We have to be thankful of the things around us, no? So ngayon, pwede bang mag-type ka ng dalawang bagay na pinagpapasalamat mo ngayong araw na to? Sige, I will wait for that. Please type 2 things that you are thankful about this day. Okay? Sabi ng isa, buhay pa rin ako. I have family. Finally then, may internet na, no? Music and friends. I'm thankful for being blessed, God and family. I am safe, etc. Food, shelter, family, friends. Okay, so there's a lot of things that we can think about. Tama ba? Actually, kulang yung dalawa na yun. Kung gagawin nating 10 bawat araw, madidevelop natin yung pagiging grateful. Okay? So ako, every day, I list down 10 things that I am thankful for within that day. Okay? All right. And then next is YOLO. What is YOLO? You only live once. This time, I'd like us to understand na we have to take the most of the opportunity. Take the most of the time. I-maximize natin yung pagkakataon, yung potential natin. Because not only that we live once, but we want to create significance and impact, no, to the people around. So i-take natin yung mga opportunities that knocks on us. Correct? And then next is TGIF. What is TGIF? Okay, it's thank God it's Friday. It means we have to celebrate, no? Lagi dapat tayong celebrate even in the simple accomplishments na nagawa natin. No? So kapag may recognition tayo, we celebrate, no? Kahit sa mga tahanan ninyo, I encourage you to still celebrate. Bili lang tayo ng isang bucket ng Jollibee and then let's celebrate, no? In a week, pwede rin tayo mag-celebrate or whatever accomplishment, birthdays, events, no? You have to remember na there are a lot of reasons for us to celebrate. Okay po? And then, lastly, what is OMG? Okay, correct. It's, oh my God. Okay. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Di ba? We have to recognize God. I don't know what your religion is, no? Whatever your religion you have, but we have to remember that there is a big God, no, that governs us, and we have to recognize His presence, His power in our lives, because we become more successful in life kapag nare-recognize natin yung ating Diyos. Sabi nga sa Bible, no, seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and everything will be added unto you as well. No? So the first thing that we have to recognize in our lives is God, no? Because He has the power, He has the authority over our lives, and He can create that He has a better destiny for all of us. All right? So to become the best version of yourselves, always remember that we have to recognize God in our lives. All right? And then to end, I'd like to share a story sa inyong lahat. No? Mayroong isang tatay na busy siya sa kanyang trabaho. Diba? Sino sa inyo, pag busy yung parents ninyo sa work, kinugulo ninyo. Okay? So merong isang tatay, nagtatrabaho siya, and then yung anak niya who wants to play with his dad. No? And then yung daddy, nag-isip siya ng papagawa sa anak para, of course, di ba, for the meantime, ay makafocus siya doon sa ginagawa niya. So, may puzzle na binigay yung daddy doon sa anak, jigsaw puzzle. Sino sa inyo nag-jigsaw puzzle? Okay? And then, ang goal ng bata is kapag nabuo niya yon ay maglalaro sila nung daddy niya. Okay, so syempre hinirapan ng daddy yung puzzle, no? Kumuha siya sa magazine, tapos pinunit-punit niya, and then pinabuo niya, no? And then, you know what? After 5 minutes, yung bata pumunta sa daddy niya. sabi nung bata, Daddy, I finished the task and we can now play. Something like that, no? And then nagtaka yung daddy. Sabi niya, paano nangyari yon? Eh, ang hirap nung puzzle na yon. Kasi world map yung puzzle na yon, no? So isipin mo, world map na buo agad nung bata, no? So sabi nung bata, tinanong ng daddy yung anak niya. Sabi, how did you finish it? Considering that, you know, it's a world map. So sabi nung bata, Daddy kasi, there is an image behind. So may picture daw sa likod, may picture nung tao, no? And then ang ginawa niya, pinaliktad niya. Binuo niya muna yung picture. Okay? Binuo niya yung picture and then binaliktad niya. Okay? And then nabuo yung world map. Okay? So early this day, di ba? I mean, early during my talk, no? So I told you na we have to correct how we see ourselves. Tama? No? Kapag naging tama na yung tingin natin sa ating mga sarili, I believe we can have the power to change also the society. We can have the power to change the world. Tama? So kanina yung bata, binuo niya muna yung picture, binuo niya muna yung muka, and then when he turned it, nabuo din niya yung mundo. So the same with us, no? If we can be able to change how we see ourselves, always remember that you have a value, you are a blessing, you are a seed, you are a multiplier, you are a leader. And kapag naging tama na yung tingin natin sa sarili natin, we can be able to also influence and change the world. Understood? Okay? So I hope that you learned something today, that you learned something this afternoon. So that's all, and good afternoon, my dear students.
Thank you so much, Sir Barry, for that inspiring talk you've shared with us. Before we end our today's webinar and orientation, let's have a very engaging game prepared by our very own talented student activity coordinator, Mr. Dan C. Olasiman.
Hello everyone. Hello everything. Good afternoon. Ayan, so alam ko na marami tayong narinig, marami tayong mga bagong mga salita na narinig sa araw ko, pero nawa, yung mga salita na narinig natin mula sa Miss Ann, kay Sir Barry Dio, ay hindi lang siya dumaan sa tenga natin, kundi ma-recharge tayo doon sa mga magagandang salita. At sa araw na to, tignan natin kung gaano pa katalas ang ating isip sa ganitong klase ng laro. Okay. For a while, set up ko lang. Okay. Okay, ganito gagawin natin. Lahat ng mga estudyante naririto, tatawagin ko kung saan, kung ano yung makikita nyo sa screen niyo na mga images, makabobuo kayo ng isang salita lamang. Again, you're going to construct a word po coming from the images. Okay? Ang tawag sa game na ito ay Rebus. Is that right, Ma'am Abby?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So nakikita niyo na po ba ang aking screen? Micaela, nakikita na po? Ayan. So, simulan natin. So, sige nga. Kung ano nakikita nyo sa image, dapat makabuo tayo ng isang salita lamang. Sige nga, let me try yung Ma'am Abby. Trial lang muna. Merong letter U, merong B, merong dahon, merong letter I. Ano kaya sa tingin mo ang ibig sabihin nito?
I think that's...
What, ma'am?
I believe in you.
Come again. That is?
I believe in you.
Oh, let's see. Very good. That is, I believe in you. So, I think nakuha na ng mga estudyante ang instructions ng ating laro. Pero bago yan, pwede ko bang malaman kung nakakapagsalita ba ang bawat isa sa microphone? Micaela, can you open your microphone? No. Sige na. Sige, ganito na lang. Paki-type na lang ang sagot. Then, Ma'am Abby will be the one to read the answer. Okay ba yun, Ma'am Abby?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 2 question na tayo. What has hands but can't clap? Okay, type your answers on our chat box. Again, what has hands but can't clap? What is the answer? May nagtatype na ba, Ma'am Abby?
Yes, sir. Most of their answers is the word clock.
Okay, let's see kung sino ang tumama. Very good. Sino po ang unang nakasagot, ma'am? A clock or clap?
Check.
Come again, ma'am.
Let me check, sir, for a while.
Okay. Yes, sir.
There are also answers in the
YouTube.
Live. Okay. I will mention yung kanilang mga answers.
Okay po. Ayan, sa mga nasa YouTube live naman din po, babanggitin din namin ang mga nakasagot ng tama, while Ma'am Abby naman po ay magre-read ng mga tamang sagot sa ating live Zoom. Okay, thank you so much. Next. How about this one? I am often following you and copying your every move. Yet you can never touch me or catch me. What am I? Solve this riddle. Sa mga nasa YouTube.
Ang nakasagot sa YouTube si Elisa Cantillo.
Oh my goodness.
Wait lang. Let's wait pala for the answer.
Sige po. Ay, nakikita pala ako sa live. Once again, I am often following you and copying your every move.
We have an answer
you can never touch.
Na ghost.
Ayan, ang daming sumasagot dito. So, ang sagot ng iba dito ay Shadow from Luis Gabriel Larios, Elina Evacuado, Shadow, Gerald Segaral, Fernandez, Tarayaw, Libanan. Ayan, ang dami. Zamora. Tingnan natin, Ma'am Abby, sino mga sumagot dyan?
Actually, sir, the first one who got the correct answer is Joshua T. Reyes from grade 8. The correct answer is Shadow.
Your Shadow. Okay, sa mga nakakakuha po ng tamang sagot at saka nakaunang tamang sagot po ay kukunin po namin ang pangalan. Okay, next. Right equal right. Ano kaya ito? Sa mga nasa YouTube, sabi ni Eliza Venice Cantillo, right is always right. Sabi naman ni Gerald Romelson Sigaral, less or left. Tignan natin. Diyan, ma'am, sa chat natin, anong mga sagot nila dyan?
So most of their answers are correct. Equality, right? Law, right is
tignan
always
natin
right.
ang tamang sagot. The right answer is equal right. Wala na kasamang sagot sa group sa YouTube. Diyan ba, ma'am, meron?
Actually, sir, wala din.
Okay, for the last image po natin. Ayan, go! Mapakadali lang yan. Alright. Sabi naman sa YouTube,
Broken promises. Goodbye?
Ah.
Sagot ba yun or nagpaalam na?
Okay, sabi ni Sigaral, broke a promise. Elena Evacuado, promise. Broken. Broken promise. Lying. Okay, let's find out. The right answer is broken promise. Sa YouTube, ang unang nakatamang sagot ay si Joros de la Vega. Congratulations. How about in our chat box, Ma'am Abby?
Jigen Pineda from grade 9.
Alright, congratulations po sa mga winners natin. Edi congratulations! Palakpak!
Sa YouTube, ang nakakuha ng unang sagot si Eliza Cantillo. Broken promise.
Ang nakakuha pala ng tamang sagot dito sa live natin sa YouTube ay si Miracle Elise Trinidad na sinundan lang pala ni Joros de la Vega.
Tapos si Eliza din sa top 5.
Ayan. So, congratulations po with that. Have a nice day.
Alright. I thought it's, promises are meant to be broken.
Thank you so much for that mind-blowing game, Sir Dance Alasiman. And before we officially end our webinar and orientation for today, let's have a photo opportunity first. So with that, may I ask all of you to please turn on your cam for our photo opportunity. So in our gallery view in the Zoom meeting room, we have 8 slides. So I am asking all of you to be patient po. So let's start. Pwede na po, Sir Dance?
Ito na. Sandali lang ha.
For the first slide.
Okay, wait lang. May nakalagay pa kasi na press ESC. Kaya palisin muna natin yun. Okay, first slide. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. Second slide po. Sir Dio, nawala ako. Ano po ako? Nag-lag po yung laptop.
Ako na, Sir Dance.
Opo, nag-lag po yung laptop ko.
First page, 1, 2, 3. Second, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And last, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And there you have it, students. That's it for the first day of your webinar and orientation. Thank you so much for your active participation and attention. I hope that you found the presentations to be very informative and useful one. See you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. God bless. Students, can I ask all of you to please wave your hands? Okay, thank you so much.
Bakit nag-lag yung laptop? Nag-lag yung laptop ko. Nasa ano pa din ako, nasa bamboozle pa rin ako. Naki-off na, Sir Frank.